forget to subscribe, like, and share. CNN's Shermichael Singleton goes postal on the Hunter Biden pardon, saying this facade President Biden and Democrats created as this great arbiter of morality and truth, protecting norms and institutions of our country, has proven to be utter trash. Let's watch this video and give our reaction to it.
Democrats portrayed the president as this great arbiter of morality and truth. They said that he somehow was a better standard bearer for protecting norms and the institutions of our country, and yet that wasn't true. They lied. So you can go all the way back to 2022 when they were asked this question, and the White House continuously, consecutively lied over and over and over again. They could have simply said, to MJ's point, to Chuck's point, the president isn't going to put his thumb on the scales of justice. He's going to wait. He hasn't made a decision yet. Most people would have expected that. They would have respected that. I think most people, to your point, Chuck, believe if it was my child, I probably would have done the same thing. That's not the issue, Jake. The question here, the burden on the White House, I would argue, is the continuous lies. You said that you were better than this other guy. You criticized the other guy for all of these things, and now your DOJ is committing witch hunts, and this is now politicized. Well, you appointed Merrick Garland. You can't blame Republicans for that. And I can only imagine, as I've talked to a lot of Republicans, if this were Donald Trump, and I know people are going to give him a lot of criticism for the pardons he's already given, but if this were him and Don Jr. or Eric Trump or Ivanka, I can only imagine what the headlines would have been. And I will say, if you're Democrats and you're trying to walk this straight line that we're somehow better than Republicans because we care more about the future and state of this democracy, I think that's trash now. No one believes it. No one believes it. They've lost all credibility for the facade they portrayed for several years.
That's true. And every time you see someone debunking these attitudes and these images that the Democrat Party wants to put out there, you can see on the faces of the hardline Democrats on the panel this condescending smirk that they always can't help but let out. You know, they're like, you know, they don't think that you have the right to call them out on all of the nonsense that they've been doing. Once you call them out, they have this condescending look on their faces and they're like, how dare you call me out on this thing that we said and stood behind? How dare you mention that? How dare you not take our side? And they don't come back with facts. They always come back with you know, speculations and things that never make sense or even pan out. That is what has been the Democrats' play and the leftist media's play for the last few years. And it has become so obvious to everyone. Everyone is so sick and tired of it that they basically voted their opinions during the last election. Now, Joe Biden has pardoned Hunter after saying for months he would never do it. He wouldn't do it. Mainstream media said this was the George Washington of our time. This is a guy that would never put his thumb on the scale of justice. He wouldn't never pardon his son. It will be a horrible mistake. And then he does. And then the mainstream media goes mum. And then they recoil and say, well, it was Trump's fault. Trump threatened to bring retribution on his political enemies. No, he did not say he was going to attack his political enemies. He said that the only retribution was to build the country back better and bigger and greater. That was the retribution he was referring to. Well, there we have it. Let me know what you think of my reaction in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell icon to be notified when fresh content is published, and use the link in the show notes to listen for free to the book, Dismantling America. Learn about the horrible policies that have been put in place over the years to bring America down to its knees. And YouTube thinks that this video will be a great one for you to watch.